Hi, I'm Pete Doty. Thanks for stopping by DenverRelocation.com and taking a look at this video about where in Denver to find things. For instance, where's the airport? Where's downtown? How long a drive is it from the suburbs into Highlands Ranch? What can I expect to get to the ski areas? Do you have light rail? Are there light rail stations around town? How about drive times from Parker, Castle Rock, Aurora, Centennial, Cherry Hills Village? What's the tech center and where's it located? How about the DTC? I heard about that the other day. Meridian, Littleton. Where's Littleton? Where's Englewood? Where's Centennial? We did that one. Lakewood, Morrison, Evergreen, Conifer, and Golden. Those are all neighborhoods and cities within the town that's known as Denver. And I hope this video helps show you where things are so you can get around better and you can make a better plan for your relocation to Denver. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy this. Let me know what you think and if it's been useful to you. Thank you very much. Here's a map. Northeast Colorado. Coming in from the northeast. Iowa, Nebraska, and Illinois. You might find yourself traveling down I-80 to Julesburg, where you'll cut off onto I-76 and pass through towns like Sterling, Fort Morgan, and Brighton to come into Denver. Coming from the north, you may find yourself passing through Cheyenne off the I-80 interchange there and coming through Fort Collins and Lilly and Longmont and Loveland into Denver. Coming from the east, Kansas, Missouri, you may find yourself traveling through Burlington and Lyman. Just a few miles west of Lyman, there's a handy cutoff, State Route 86. It'll take you down into Castle Rock. It is a two-lane road. Coming from the south, you may find yourself traveling from Texas, Dallas area, up through Raton Pass, or from Albuquerque and Santa Fe, and you'll be traveling through Pueblo, Colorado Springs, into the south end of Denver. Coming from the west, the biggest question is where are the mountains? They're all west of us, but California, Nevada, and Utah come up I-70 through towns like Grand Junction, good place to spend the night, and a wonderful drive during the day between Grand Junction and Denver, through towns like Glenwood Springs. The canyons are not to be missed, and Idaho Springs, Lake Dillon, etc. Beautiful, beautiful country, very circuitous route. Hi, Pete Doty again, and here we are looking at a map of Denver. Most folks want to know where things are, how to get around town, what's the easiest way to and fro, what commute times look like. So here we go. We'll try and add things in, so please bear with me. On the northeast side of town, you've got I-76 coming in from Nebraska and Iowa, Chicago areas. Also interchanges with I-80 up there near Julesburg. Right about here you find Denver International Airport, DIA. We used to say when it was being built it didn't include airplanes, but that's what DIA stood for. Anyway, Rocky Mountain Arsenal is now a wildlife refuge. You've got Buckley Air Force Base. That is an Air Force base. Used to be an Air National Guard base. It got converted some years ago. Coming from the north, all the way around is a toll road called E470. And it comes down to this point where the toll stops. Hopefully one day it will go all the way around the city. Right now it does not. We do have C470 from I-70 around down to here, and it works very nicely. It is a freeway. Okay, from the east, you might drive in on I-70 coming from Kansas and Missouri. There is a nifty little road across from Lyman, State Route 86. It's a two-lane road, but it saves you about 30 miles if you're coming into Castle Rock or into the south end of Denver. You might want to consider it as an alternate route. And it's a nice farming type community, ranching type community as you go through out there. Kiowa, Elizabeth, and into Castle Rock. Okay, as we go through here a little bit more, the other things most folks want to know about is coming up I-25 from the south. You'll probably come in from Pueblo or Colorado Springs down New Mexico way. Some folks actually come from Dallas up that direction. That's an easy route in. And come on up straight into downtown Denver, which runs on the northeast-southwest slant. On the north, you might come in from Cheyenne or Montana, down I-25 through Longmont, Boulder, Fort Collins, Greeley, in that area into Denver. On the west, and this is the one most folks want to know about, is that I-70 goes out to the mountains, to the ski areas, and you'll find that they're about an hour and a half at the most, or at the least, excuse me, and the most will be about 2 hours, except to Aspen and Snowmass, that country, 4 or 5 hours, depending on the weather. So, downtown area, major employment center. Buckley Air Force Base, getting to be a major employment center. Also out here is the University of Colorado Health Science Center right here. The new Anschutz centers. Very, very high-tech healthcare. Also on the very north and west end of town, you'll find Boulder and Louisville, Interlochen, etc., that business center, and the Denver West out by Golden. Denver West is developing over time. Golden also runs a little bit of a slant around how it operates. There's a business park down here in Highlands Ranch, and then you get into what is known as the Southeast Corridor, the Tech Center, the DTC, the Denver Tech Center, Meridian, Inverness, all are pretty much the same. There's also Centennial Airport that runs out this way, and you'll find that that area is pretty much from 225 south along I-25 down past Lincoln Boulevard in the town of Lone Tree. As you go through here, note there are 2 major traffic blockers, one being Cherry Creek State Park, the other being Centennial Airport, and you find that traffic has to flow either through Arapahoe Road, 470, or Lincoln Avenue, and that tends to make things very tight down there during rush hour. A lot of people moving to and fro. Parker's a really unique address in that you can have suburbs, or you can, or small town, or you can actually have horse properties out on acreage. And so if you end up wanting acreage in a horse property, you may end up 45 minutes to an hour with a Parker address coming all the way into the tech center and living in Elbert County, and you'll scratch your head and ask me why, and all I'll say is when it was platted, Parker was the closest post office. Castle Rock will take you about 20 minutes to get into the tech center at the worst, and you might find yourself traveling to downtown from Castle Rock, take you about 45 minutes during rush hour. Highlands Ranch to downtown during rush hour, 45 minutes. Most days I can do that in 30 minutes if it's off-peak drive time. We do have light rail corridors running from Mineral and Santa Fe north, down here in the Tech Center, or down in Meridian, Lone Tree, at Park Meadows. There's a stop all the way down here. Going on up to downtown, there's another one right here. Let's see. That should do it. Oh, yes, thanks. I remembered something. Geologically, there's an uplift. We call it the hogback. On the west side is granite and decomposed granite. It tends to be fairly stable. On the very east side of it, you might find pages of a book, fingers of different strata, and some of that could be clay or other expansive soils, and so you might have some unstable soils. The closer you get to the hogback, the more likely you are to find part of that uplift affecting your housing. Just watch for it. We know where most of it is. I'd be happy to share it with you and show you the kinds of problems you might have, but that's one of the things we want to look for. Also, Lockheed Martin is right down in this area here, down near Roxborough Park. Great country. We've lived here since 1978. We think you'll love it, and we hope to meet you soon. Thanks very much for your time.